The last time we were with you, we were talking about the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, and we did go through some of the things about it, but as I say, there are so many more. We'll do just a little more now, not a lot, but one thing that he has after those number systems where you can look everything up in the scripture, he has something called outline studies of the Bible, including a study of the Bible as a whole and by periods and by books. And this is what that looks like right here, as you can see. And then what this does, once that is in there, when you go through it, what you find is outlines of all the books when they were written, the different translations, what periods the translations were done. And then when you actually get to the English versions, he's got all that in here. And then he's got condensed Old Testament studies, condensed outline. Now he takes all the minor and major prophets, he goes through them, then New Testament condensed. Then what he does, periods of Old Testament history with there on the left, and then secular history on the right, and then interval between the testaments he has. I'll give you a sample of what that looks like right here. And let's take a look at this one. That in itself is quite remarkable. Then what he does, outline of the books of the Bible. Now what he takes is every book of the Bible, every single one, and he outlines them. He gives the major themes. He gives the book of what it's called, the Book of Oranges, with Genesis, major themes, and then Messianic promises, and a synopsis of it, a complete synopsis of the whole thing, and then other lessons. Then the book of Exodus does that with every book in the Bible. So this in itself, just that much, is the very interesting. Plus, he also has throughout this many interesting maps and study guides. For instance, here he's talking about the sin of idolatry that led to primary cause of the Babylonian captivity. Now, he doesn't have it in the text, but instead he has it demonstrated picture-wise in this map right here. That's another example of what he does in this book. And in addition to working on all of these books of the Bible, he goes through all of them, all the books of the Bible, and goes through Revelation. Then once you're through with Revelation, character studies in the Bible. In other words, he takes characters in the Bible by name, such as Abraham, Noah, so forth. His divine call, for example, Abraham, spiritual pilgrim, all about him, even maps about where he went, and a timeline about that. Maps of the Ark of Noah, the 7 steps of honor in the later years of the life of him, and so forth. And it goes through all these people in the Bible. Then prominent Bible characters classified with the meaning of their names. And that is done with numbers as well, so you can go find that. And then, of course, many outlines and charts of all kinds of things, like John's portrait of Jesus done picture-wise. I'll show you this right here. Look at that. And the portraits of Christ. So you can see there's much more in here than just the Bible and Bible notes. And then prophecies and their fulfillment all the way through. Keys to the tree of Moses' life. Now that is a famous chart If you study all that, you get very, very, very detailed information about Moses' life. Now, we'll be going through this a little further, but we want to at least give you an idea of how much material there is in here and how important it is. And as I say, also, the maps he has of certain periods are excellent, very large maps, everything about the time period in which the map talks about. And little arrows and charts with everything there, so you can see exactly what's going on during that period. Many, many maps like this. So we'll stop now and we'll come back momentarily. This is the Thompson Chain Reference Bible, Part 2.